Hi, I'm George Whittam, and I'm the Director of Technology for Edge Studios in New York. I'm based here in Los Angeles, where I support home studio and commercial studios that work in the world of voiceover and deal with all their technical issues, everywhere from how do I get rid of this buzz in my mic to I need to build an entire recording studio ground up. If it's for voiceover, I'm involved and I help people facilitate their voiceover studio dreams. My very first job would probably be mowing the lawn for a restaurant, a five-star restaurant. I would mow the lawn all around, and then they would give me a free gourmet sandwich for lunch or something like that. That's probably the first job I remember actually being paid for. My first dream job would probably have to have been getting to meet and work with a voiceover idol who is now passed away, but his name was Don LaFontaine. And getting to be in his home and work directly with him and consult and redesign his studio and just get to work literally side by side and back to back with Don on his studio and also on video productions that he was working on. That, I'd say that's pretty high up there in terms of dream jobs that I've had over the last 10 years. Well, I'll tell you, just to even have a dream that you know of something, to have a dream that you know you want to pursue is a big step. Because I think it's hard to even conceive of a dream that seems obtainable. So, if you do have a dream job that you have in mind, you don't try to feel like you're going to have to reinvent the wheel, I think, to create that job. Talk to other people who are doing similar things already and get an idea of what kind of path they took to get there, because that's going to help a lot. And also keep doing, as we often say, don't quit your day job either. Keep doing what you're doing for stability, because sometimes it's kind of scary to leave behind some stability to pursue it. But when you feel the time is right, go 110% and give it everything you have, because a dream job is worth it. I would define success as, for me, it's certainly there's a financial element, and that is, to me, just to be comfortable, to know that every bill that needs to be paid is paid every month, that nothing is hanging over your head. To me, that is a definition, one definition of success. But I'd say really holistically, it's really more feeling like you're not under stress. The financial element, of course, is part of that. Not feeling stressed, you need to have financial stability. But there's a lot of other things that I see other people around me that are stressed out about all day long. How are they going to get this done? How am I going to get my to-do list done? How am I going to get all my kids' activities done? And I think, to me, success is not being in a state of stress, but being in a state of contentment and feeling like at the end of the day, I got everything that I had planned to get accomplished, and that tomorrow there's a whole new day and there's more to do, and there's always more to do the next day. And not feeling like you're always behind the eight ball, always falling behind. So for me, just I guess that serenity of the peacefulness of being at ease with what I'm already doing and knowing that I'm going to achieve what I have to achieve each day, that to me is success. Low stress is success. I suppose some of my clients I might consider trading jobs with, because voice actors, because the world I work in now, I'm working with voiceover actors with their home studios, and I've gotten to know that some of these voice actors make a tremendously good living, and it affords them to be able to travel a lot more and stay in really great hotels and maybe do more activities that I have a hard time getting to do right now. So I'd say maybe if there was one guy, maybe I'd say it's Howard Parker, who is like I call him my client zero, because he's really the first voiceover client I worked with that really triggered this whole business that I'm doing today. And he's incredibly successful, and he really has established himself as a guy who's incredibly sought after. And I'd say maybe I would trade places with Howard. I don't know my entire life, but at least maybe for a year. Maybe for a year I would try it. Well, I'm just finishing up working with Dee Snider from, well, you probably know who Dee Snider is at this point. He's more famous than I realized that he was. But I'm working with him for a home studio. That was really fun, because he's just a great personality. And then I'm also working with, can I do two? I'm also starting a project doing a voiceover studio for Papa John, the guy that actually owns and runs Papa John's Pizza in Louisville, Kentucky. So that's totally outside of my norm and something that's really exciting, getting to work in such a big corporate, for a big corporate company like that, with it's very high profile. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be really exciting. This is Dream Jobbing with George Whittam. Change your story.